Hello, future developers. Welcome to the continuation of our previous lesson. Sorry, future designers. Okay, so it's still developers. So, this was what we did in our previous lesson. Okay, we tried working on the card here, as you see here. So now we want to align them, and then we'll try to add the icons. So that said, let's just start. So I'm going to multi-select, hold shifts, click, click, click. Okay, and then I'll come to the alignment tools and then choose this one, align components to center. So you can see now they are perfectly aligned. Okay, so I would have to bring this up a bit. Okay. Okay, so let's work on the, or better still, let's start with the icons. I'll come to this later. So the icons, we want these icons first. So I'm going to my icons, okay, and I'm going to type storage. So storage, I want this icon. Okay, so let's see icon color. Let's use button primary. Okay, so we want button icon primary. Okay, so it will come with a shape. Okay, so you want this circular shape. Then I'll bring it here. Then we want the other icon, which is this. Let's see the name. Plug, and then cox. So plug. So we want this plug, and then cox. So let's pick the cog. Okay, so you can see it's perfectly aligned, but we want to ensure the equal spacing, and then we want to check the position. Okay, so I'm going to gauge with my eye. Okay, so now let's try to center it. So let me group this, multi-select by holding on the shift key, Control G to group. Okay, so there are now one object. Okay, so we try to center it. Let's multi-select this. Okay, so I think when I multi-select, I'm not able to center. They are disabled. So I'm going to use my eye to help me do the centering. Okay, so I think this position is quite okay. So let me just try something. Okay, so I think this position is okay. So sometimes you might want to use your eye to do the gauging, but better still, let me see the position here. So the position is 43,372. 43. Okay. So we'll just leave it to this particular size. Now let's see what we can do for the icons. Okay, so let's work on these icons. So we want the moon, okay, crescent moon. So this one is going to help us when the user clicks, it will turn into, we want to toggle between dark mode and then light mode. Now I'm going to type, what's this? Okay, security. Let's try security. Security. Okay, so we want this for our security. You can decide to choose any icon of your choice, okay? Any icon that represents security for you. Okay. So let's see. I think the position is okay. Let me bring it down a bit. Okay. Now let's look for this icon. So cloud. Let's see cloud. So I want this icon, and then I want participants. So let's use let's say group. So we want this, or better still, I'm going to take it out and then let's use groups. Okay, we want it to be only icon. Yeah, so we want this. Then this, let me see the name I give to this. So this is a vector square. So vector square. Okay, this particular icon. Now let's check the size. So this size is 20 by 20. So let's see here. Okay, so 20 by 20, 20 by 20, 36. So let's change it to 20 and here to also 20. Okay, so this actually would have to delete this and then let's go back cloud. Okay, and then pick this one instead. So we don't want the one with the background shape, so we want this. Okay, let's try separating them. So in the next lesson, let's see what we can do. Okay, so let's try adding this shape. Okay, so I can just pick this, Control C V, Control C and V, bring this down here. Okay, and then I'll give it an outline of let's see the color we have here. So an outline is that's our border. Control V. Okay, so you can see we have the border. Then we would want to give it a shape inside. Okay, so let's change the color to white. So our fill is going to be white. Okay, then I'm going to do Control C, Control V. I'll resize this. Let me see the color I used. So the color used here is this color code. I'm going to do same for this. Check the border. We don't want any border, so we'll uncheck this. Switch this off. Okay, so this is going to be the fill for this. So the fill is going to be this color, not the border. So the fill. Okay. Then we want to set its radius to 0. Okay, no shadow, so we'll uncheck or switch it off. Okay. Okay, so now let's try centering it. Okay, so I'm going to hold on shift and then multi-select these two, and then we use the align component center, and then we use the align components to the middle. So it's well aligned. Okay, so now let's add the play icon. So I'm going to, instead of play, let's say send. So play. I'm going to use play icon for our send. You can hit enter, so our users can also use enter. Okay, but I want to use this as our send icon for now. And let's see the color used. Okay, so this is the color code used. Okay, and then the size, I'm going to use 17 by 17. Okay, then let's try position. Okay, so I think it's well positioned. So in the next lesson, we'll work on the icons and then some images and then some charts, text features. So I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.